All right, class, here with the last video for the week. Although there is a little video that I'm including that's optional. It's only a couple minutes long, though, that will take you through the temple, and you get to encounter the Lanzon. And so, but let me do it through PowerPoint first, and then we'll go in photo style before we go in through video style. So down one of the central galleries of the old temple is a huaca seca item, we call it today the Lanzon, which means lance in Spanish. When you see it, you'll understand. So it's carved of granite. It depicts the central supreme deity of the Chavin culture. And there's a chamber above where the Lanzon is positioned with a removable slab. And you can imagine this might be a way to portray the Lanzon speaking, in those oracle functions, without it looking like, someone's, actually talking. The analogy I have for you is really strange. So let me go back to the early 80s, 1980s, and let me bring you to the Shore Mall in southern New Jersey. And they had an idea, and I loved it, and I love it in retrospect. Christmas time, they didn't have Santa because Santa's in the North Pole. He's busy. And then he's going to be in like every shopping mall. It doesn't make sense. So they didn't have Santa. They had a magical Christmas tree. And as children approached the tree would talk to you, and not in some like recorded whatever. He would say like, nice blue shirt. What do you want for Christmas? And I'm sure, it was done with a camera and speakers and whatever. But it's kind of haunting, like this sentient trees. So there's my analogy for the talking Lanzon, with people maybe positioned above it to have it appear as if it were speaking. So let's mosey in. So we're going to go down these deep, dark, labyrinthian hallways. And there it is. I like the picture on the right more because you're like staring right at it. And let's remember, before you set foot, you're already like tripping balls with something or other. Yeah. So what is it? You see there some side views and a close up. It's what we would call a figure in transformation. The Maya would do this sometimes to show like half man and half jaguar. That's what this is supposed to be. Remember the the baby were jaguar of the Olmecs too. And so even in the Mesoamerican examples, the idea that they're getting to these ideas of transfiguration, it's usually attributed to some sort of altered state due to a foreign substance. So there's a line drawing, and you see kind of a little bit of jaguar, with the big incisors and the claws. The hair is live snakes. You can see the snake heads ending in the hair there. So we see other jaguar iconography for Chavin culture, and it gets sort of intermixed with the kind of hallucinogenic possibilities of just really kind of tripped out versions in the depictions. And so let's recall Vilka, but there's actually another sort of hallucinogen. So here are a bunch of these kind of jaguar men heads that these are the tented heads that would have adorned Chavin. And there you see not people from this region, but those are the Yanomamo down in the Amazon, using their blowguns to take what they call yopo, what the people in this region call vilca. Another monument is the Raimondi Stela, and it's from Chavin. And the problem is we don't know exactly where. The first time the Westerners sort of discovered it. It was in a guy's farmhouse, so it had been taken from its original location. But it also portrays the supreme deity. This time it's holding San Pedro cacti, which are, that's where you get mescaline from. So another sort of altered statey kind of plant. And I'll show you that. Well, first, there's San Pedro cactus, and there's a jaguar, and a stirrup, we call that a stirrup vessel. A jaguar sitting on a San Pedro cactus, or it's half San Pedro cactus. So here is the supreme deity, the staff god. And just to kind of point out some of the iconography here, caiman claws, jaguar. This is all, these animals are not native to this area, right? This is all down in the jungle kind of iconography, kind of interesting there. And of course the snake, so all kind of lowland Amazonian stuff. But for whatever reason, the people centered at Chavin are prizing those kinds of Amazonian animals. And it's interesting, you know, we can kind of wonder if they are from that area and this is their, you know, foundational kind of religious belief, or is it because this stuff is exotic that they are prizing it? So other elements that we see at Chavin that I'll come across, that we've seen a little bit before and we'll definitely see after, this idea of duality. I talked about the moiety earlier. At Chavin, it gets more talked about as gender complementarity. And then trophy head taking, we will see some amazing examples of that down the road, and some indications of human sacrifice. So that's it for Chavin. That's it for your introduction to the Andes and Chavin. So we'll pick up next week. I think I am due to cover, let me see if I have it written down here. We're going to do the Moche, Nazca, and Tiwanaku. So we're going to knock all three of those out next week. All right. Hope you enjoy this week's videos, and I will see you soon.